Hello everyone, welcome to Trade. Today we're going to be seeing the Nifty and Banknifty analysis for 29 December, where it's going to be the yearly expiry, monthly expiry, and probably the quarterly expiry, the last expiry of this year, 2022. See, this is the Banknifty 15-minute chart. We kind of had an analysis yesterday that yesterday we were here, right? We had analyzed we could kind of make like this double top and slip, or if this level breaks out we could go higher, right? And today throughout the day, see, firstly we took a little bit of a loss today. I'll be telling the trades that I took, how we took some loss today. See, initially when we had this level, right, and when kind of this breakout came, we did enter here, and immediately on this candle we had to take a stop loss. And the same here, again on this kind of this breakout we went and took a stop loss again. So multiple times we had to take a stop loss, did a little bit of over trading and stuff. All our profits and the trades is posted on Twitter. See, throughout the day we were seeing some what do you say good OI build up, right? Sorry, on the put side. See, this was taken today at about what do I say at 12 o'clock. You see the kind of OI build up that was there on the put side. The red lines all were more. The only resistance on the upper side was 33,000, right? And that was not coming down. So we were just waiting for the breakout and see if this 33,000 call writers will exit, but that never happened. So if you see the change in OI for today, like end of the day, what happened is a lot of call writers came in at 33,000 and probably the put writers exited at what do you say, at 42,800 and 900. Just see the difference between this chart over here at about 12, how it was. We were about 25 or 29, whatever this number is. Yeah, it was about 25 over here, even 42,800 put. But end of the day, probably that's why it from 25 it shifted to 889. So probably that was a time where this last down move came. So overall it was a bit of a choppy day. We could have traded pretty well, and see, when this up move came, we had a view that probably we could hit the CPR, right? So we waited a little bit more for the price to hit the CPR and finally had to take our stop loss in most of the trades. It was from our side it was a little bit tough day for trading, especially when you get candles like this. You see, immediately after this green candle you get a small, if you go to a 5-minute chart you can see how big this candle was. If it was a small red candle, yes, we could have still sustained, but and this candle fall was pretty quick, right? It's not that probably in the first 1 or 2 minutes itself we had such a big fall. So obviously in this case we just have to exit with whatever loss we have. Now coming for the analysis for tomorrow, see, from how the market has been positioned today, right? In case we get a flat opening mean very close to the previous day close, or somewhere over here, a flat opening or a small gap up until 43,000. Anywhere if we open in this area, right, there's a good chance we could like hover, and the trend on the downside could continue, right? If this level breaks, that is 42,740 breaks, we could see a level of 42,400 or even 42,200. And it's quite simple and it's quite obvious that if this level breaks, that is 43,000, I'm going to still keep this line over here, because multiple times we have taken resistance here, and even today we could not sustain above this level. So if we break this level of 42,900, right, almost 43,000, probably we can see some move on the upper side. Probably some good short covering will come for all these call writers, and we could get some move on the upper side. See, a short trade might work if we get a flat opening or a small gap up, probably go up again, take resistance around this 42,900 and slip. Or if we get a flat opening, once this level breaks, probably we'll get some sell off. In case we get a pretty big gap down, like 100, 200 points, 300 points, we gap down itself at 42,400, then further short might be doubtful. We might see some move on the upside, so we'll have to be careful. Now, whether we're going to get a gap up or a gap down, if you look at the US futures, it's quite flat. So if this remains like this throughout the day, and if the US market doesn't make a big move, we could most likely be having a pretty flat opening, right? And if I put on the CPR for tomorrow, we have a pretty narrow CPR indicating we could have a slightly trendier day than, see, 2 days we kind of had this sideways price action, so there is a chance we could get a nice trendy move either in the first half or the second half, as tomorrow is also monthly expiry. See, usually the behavior of the charts on the monthly expiry is, if we get a down move, there will be some reversal on the upside, or if we get some up move, there will be some reversal on the downside. So either one we should be able to capture tomorrow. Very less likely the market is going to be sideways, like say hardly move. I don't think that will happen. We had 2 days of kind of consolidated, though we made a high, right? Though we came up, but the price action was very consolidated and it was kind of sideways, right? So probably tomorrow is the day, maybe some expansion will come, and our levels are pretty clear. That is, if this level breaks, that is 42,740, right? And almost if the previous day low over here at 42,700 breaks, maybe the S1 of CPR and this lower level will be tested again. And if this level breaks, now when we say this level breaks, probably a continuous break of this level, that is previous day high of 33,000, only then we can aim for higher levels. Like see how it happened today, a 15-minute candle closed, but immediately there was no follow, right? This type of price action, if it is there, it is bad. It won't be a proper breakout. But the crucial levels to watch out for tomorrow are, apart from everything that is marked, right? I would watch out these two levels. See, whenever we have this type of previous day high and R1 is close by narrow CPR and S1 previous day low is close by, we could have a little bit of trendy move. So the levels that I will watch out for is this 43,039 and 42,700. See, over here, if we get a strong support, there could be a bounce, and over here if there is some kind of a strong rejection, again we could reject and come down. So these are the two levels that I will watch out for. And apart from that, the general view is, if this breaks, we could get a dip, and if this range breaks on the upper side, we could move higher. I'm sure either one of this will happen, but we are going with slightly bias view meaning kind of expecting the downtrend to continue. That is our view. So, but we will not short if we break this, right? If we break this, definitely maybe a lot more short covering will come until 43,300 or even 43,500. So as long as this is not broken, we will look to take some short trades. So let's see how it goes. And today, this trend line that we were tracking also was broken, that is this. Now the same thing with Nifty. Let's just check on the Nifty chart. See, when in Nifty we had this type of a trend line, in the morning itself it broke, and it was not a pretty neat break or something. And probably throughout the day, even in Nifty, we were a little choppy. I'm sure even whoever traded in Nifty would have taken some stop loss or exited on this red candle, right? See, though we in Banknifty, though we had this red candle and we exited our, on this trade, on this candle, though, or this is a 5-minute chart of Banknifty, though we exited here, we immediately didn't go for a short. Why? Because there was a lot of support on the put side. It's only later when we went for a short trade again, we had to take a stop loss. So even tomorrow, having a check on the OI data regularly is important. So I'm going to have this line removed and place another support line over here. It's good that Banknifty and Nifty have similar price action. See, again in Nifty, if this level breaks, right, 18,170 breaks, probably we can see a level of 18,250 and 18,300. But if this breaks on the lower side and the previous day low, that is about 18,690 breaks, maybe we can see the price testing 18,016 and 18,965 again. We'll also just see how is the open interest data for Nifty. We can just have this kind of this trend line marked. This wouldn't be a perfect trend line. Probably we can have this, right? We can have this mark. Probably a retest to this is possible tomorrow. We'll have to see. See, Nifty, the overall open interest is a little sideways. Maximum resistance is at 18,200. A very strong support at 18,000. So if this 18,000 breaks, right, then we can see a nice move on the downside. If you see change in the OI, what happened today, a lot of put writing came in at 18,100. Nifty is looking a little more sideways compared to Banknifty, because we have some nice call writing at 18,200, 18,150, and a lot of put writing that came in at 18,100. Now that's pretty much the same levels that we have here at about 18,100, 18,180. See, there are a lot of call writers sitting over here and a lot of put writers that have come in over here. So if this level breaks and we sustain below this, there's a good chance we might dip again, even in Nifty. So that's it for tomorrow, Nifty and Bank Nifty. Hope tomorrow we can make some money trading in both, and hope we get a nice trendy move. So usually the monthly expiry will be a little volatile. It's very rarely the monthly expiry will just be sideways and nothing will happen. So let's just wait and see what happens tomorrow, and hope we can make some money. And whatever we see and we observe, right, we keep sharing. See, this is another trade that we kind of attempted today, where we took this call and our target was 33,058, and then the revised targets were 89, almost like 42,980, almost like 80 points we captured, and we were out. So we keep sharing whenever possible. That's it. Thank you.